Hi, I'm Mark Ruel, and here are the IHonestlyThink.com honest picks of the day for Friday, May 12th. We have two baseball games on tap today, with the first being the New York Mets traveling to D.C. to take on the Washington Nationals. The two teams are in 4th and 5th place respectively in the NL East, and the Mets are coming in with losing 5 straight series, the longest drought for the Mets in nearly a decade. The pitching matchup for this one will be Mets righty Tylor Megill, 3-2 with a 4.33 ERA, taking on Nats lefty Mackenzie Gore, who's 3-2 with a 3.65 ERA. The first pitch is scheduled for 7:05 p.m., and the Nats surprisingly took 2 of 3 from the Mets in New York earlier this season. While the Mets have struggled, they should welcome a shot at Nats lefty Gore. The Mets have hit just over .235 versus left-handed pitching this season, but have 18 home runs off lefties. They come into Nationals Park after hitting 10 home runs in there in 2022, while going 7-3 against the Nats. Overall, they were 14-5 in 2022 against the Nats with 17 home runs. Meanwhile, the Nationals have actually hit better on the road this season and have hit just 9 home runs in what has been a homer-friendly ballpark. Megill has done a good job avoiding hard-hit balls and should keep the relatively tame Nationals lineup at bay. Take the Mets with the money line of -130. Our second matchup will pit the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Colorado Rockies in Colorado. Philadelphia was able to take 3 or 4 games from the Rockies in Philadelphia earlier this season. The pitching matchup will be righty Taijuan Walker, 3-2 with a 5.97 ERA, taking on Rockies lefty Austin Gomber, 3-4 with a 6.75 ERA. First pitch for this game is scheduled for 8:40. While both teams come into this game playing well, I'm leaning towards a Philly team that is a more complete lineup. The Phillies are hitting .250 versus lefties this season and have hit 15 home runs while slugging .419 as a team. Those numbers should be boosted while facing Gomber, whose home splits are awful. The Phillies are hitting .263 on the road and blasted 18 home runs away from home. Both pitchers have struggled at times this year, so expect this game to turn into a bullpen game fairly quickly. Both bullpens fall in the lower half of the league in terms of ERA. Expect the Phillies to outslug the Rockies in what should be a fairly high-scoring affair. I like the Phillies -140. If you want to parlay this game, the over-under is 12, and I would like the over in this game, especially with Gomber, who has a 10.75 ERA at home this year. Remember, if you want a more in-depth view of my picks, you can find them at winnersandwhiners.com. If you are interested in my premium picks, which will feature the NBA playoffs, you can find those at experts.winnersandwhiners.com/capper/15. Tonight, plays will be on the total in the Knicks-Heat game and the spread in the Golden State Lakers battle. Once again, this video is brought to you by Toys.com. For over 20 years, Toys.com has been providing customers with all their toy and collectible needs. Be sure to check out this month's special on South Park plush toys.